Welcome back to Barbecue with Greg. Let's put that meat on the grill. Let's get started. Well, hello there, barbecue friends. Today, we're going to once again fire up the Masterbuilt Gravity Series here. I still got my rotisserie attachment here. Now, the previous cook on the rotisserie, I did a pork blade roast. Took about 6.5 hours. It was just fantastic. But this week, I want to do something a little different. I want to do a beef roast. So I went to my local butcher, Midell Brothers, talked to Greg there, easy name to remember. Told him what I was doing, throwing a roast here. Wanted a shorter cooked beef roast, so he suggested a sirloin tip. Now the sirloin tip, he suggested don't take it over 140 degrees. The pork blade roast that I did was a low and slow cook. Even then I cooked it around 300 degrees and it still took around 6.5 hours. Now this, because I'm only bringing it up to 140, it's going to be a much shorter cook, but I still want that nice exterior on the roast. Well, I'll show you what I'm doing step by step. Let's get this going. So I lit the charcoal hopper here. I got my fire starter going, lighting the bottom here. Let's get okay, you can see the bottom of the hopper is lit, and I see some smoke coming out. What I'm going to do, just power this, pull my slides out. Close the lid, go to my Masterbuilt app. Okay, got the Masterbuilt app here. Click on there, and we're going to set a temperature. We'll just put it to 300 for now. Then we'll shut our hopper doors. Once it's up to 300, then we'll bring it up to 500. I'm just not going to bring it all the way at once. Okay, here we got our spit here. All right, here we have my nice sirloin tip roast here from my local butcher. You can see it's all neatly tied up. This thing's just screaming for a rotisserie. All right, so we're going to put it on the spit here. Just going to give it a twist, push it through. There we are. Shove it on those spikes. Put the other end on. All right. Now I'm going to start off as a binder. I'm going to put some W sauce on here. I just love this stuff on beef. Now we're going to hit it with some kosher salt. And we got some 16 mesh black pepper. Tiny hand. All right, just look at this beauty. She's ready for the grill. Now I want to bump it up to 500. Just like that. I'm going to hear the fan pick up. It's going to blow that heat in the chamber. Give it a minute or so. All right. By the sound of the fan, we reached our 500 degrees. It takes a very short period of time. All right, now we'll put our spit in the grill here. What I'm going to do, take our square end. We got our driven end there. Going to fit our square end into the motor. Wiggle that around till you get a good fit. Drop the other side here. Then what I'm going to do is take my aluminum tray, make a shape for that to sit on the manifold, catch any drippings that might fall. Just like that. We'll close our lid. Oh, we'll turn the rotisserie on, most importantly. Okay, I'm going to let this go at 500 degrees for a half hour. So we'll come back, take a look after a half hour, see what we got. Well, one thing I forgot to do, put my wireless thermometer here into the meat. This is going to help me track the interior temperature of the meat, the ambient temperature of the grill, and the time that this has been on the grill. Now, time is just so I can let you know approximately how long this takes to cook. Put it right into the meat. Okay, see, we got everything nicely seasoned. We got our temperature probe in. Again, we'll let this go for about a half hour. I'll bring you back, show you what we got. All right, we're only about 20 minutes into the cook here. I already got an interior temperature of 70 degrees. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to start bumping that back down. I'm going to bring it from 500 down to 350. Do that here on the Masterbuilt app. Just find 350 here. Click. Heard the beep. There. Now that temperature will start dropping down to that. Like I said, only 20 minutes. I'll bring you in for a closer look, show you what the roast looks like. Oh yeah. See, even after that brief period of all that seasoning's nice and tacky on there, I think that higher temperature did its job to get that crust started. All right, let's close the lid. Yeah, I'll let this go at 350 for a little bit. I'm not quite sure how long I'll leave it on at 350. My intention is to lower it a little bit more. I want to get the interior temperature just right on this roast, but I don't want to cook too much of those outer layers. Well, I'll bring you back when I take the next step, let you know what I'm doing. All right, we're now a half hour at 350. We got an interior temperature of 100 degrees here on this roast. Just to recap, we were 20 minutes at 500 degrees. We're half hour at 350. Now I just want to bump it down to 300 degrees for the remainder of the cook. I'll slide this down, 300. Beep. Okay. Again, I'll bring you in closer, see what it looks like so far. Oh yeah. Look at the color on there. Starting to see some liquid here coming out, starting to baste itself. Love that. All right, let's close our lid. For the remainder of the cook, we're going to keep it at 300 degrees in here until our meter probe thermometer tells us we're at 135. Now I don't want to go over 140. So we're going to pull it off at 135 because we're going to get that carryover when we rest. So I'll bring you back then, let you know how long that took. All right, we reached our interior temperature of 135 degrees here on our sirloin tip roast. Time to pull this off. We're an hour and a half total cooking time here on this roast, but real easy. Nice to break out the rotisserie here on the Masterbuilt one more time. The beef sirloin tip roast. Great suggestion from my local butcher. Looking forward to trying this out. Look at that beauty. All right, I pulled it off the grill here. I'm going to bring this inside for the rest. We'll slice that open, show you what we got. Just so far, it looks like a beautiful cook.
Well, this is after about a 10-minute rest. Really anxious to slice into this. Cut those strings off. You can see the shape of the roast. You're gonna have different doneness throughout the roast. I'm gonna start off at the larger end and just start slicing it down. Now I'm cutting nice thin slices off of this roast. It's just going to look so nice on the plate. Time for the first taste of this meat. Gotta have the first bite before everybody else has it. This made a great meal with some sweet potatoes and some steamed broccoli. Just looked so delicious on the plate. Also ate it with a little bit of horseradish just to kick things up a notch. But all in all, what a great cook.
We'll see you on the next one.